Hello YouTube and welcome back to another video. Now today I'm going to be teaching you how to get a perfect run on Phasmophobia no matter what game mode you play, whether that be amateur, intermediate, professional, nightmare, insanity, or no evidence, custom, or even APOC 3. I will be teaching you the methods I use to gather unique media quickly and effectively every single game. Now it is worth noting in this new update they did make perfect runs definitely more difficult. Being able to get photos, videos, and sounds instead of just spamming photos of salt like you used to be able to has made it a lot harder. So this is going to hopefully make it a lot easier for you to understand and to speed up your games. Now, how do you get a perfect run in the first place now? You need now to get 5 unique photos media, 5 unique video media, and 5 unique sounds media, as well as do the optional objectives, collect the bone, and get the ghost correct and stay alive and leave. Since the Chronicle update dropped, I'm currently on a 61 no evidence win streak, so I feel like I have left it enough time now to really home in on what works the best and is most effective to get your games completed with a perfect run as quickly as possible. So without further ado, let's get into this. Now, I'm going to be applying these rules to mainly the no evidence category. However, everything I say to you today is basically applies to no evidence or insanity or nightmare, but also everything else. This is just how to get a perfect run without thinking about getting a photo of ghost writing or a photo of dots projection or getting video of orbs. This is going to apply if you don't really have those options and you're just stuck with the basic things to get photos, videos, and sounds of. Now, before we get into the game, let me just show you my custom settings. A lot of people always ask for this. This is my no evidence main settings. So these are the player settings. You can screenshot this if you want. These are my ghost settings. And this is my contract settings. And anyway, without further ado, let me show you my techniques. Okay, so we've loaded into the game. If you missed what equipment I brought in, feel free to rewind the video a few seconds back and take a screenshot and maybe use the equipment yourself. Now, I want to quickly teach you how to actually use this equipment effectively. So sound recorder, obviously you right click to turn on and then you hold right click to start recording. Now, as you can see, a little recording button will show up when you are recording. So if I let go, it goes away. If I hold it down, it pops up. That's how you know you are recording. Now, with this tier 3 sound recorder, basically, if there's a sound nearby that you can record, the little circle, as you can see on the right side, you see that how this almost like a sun with a circle around it. If the circle shows up black, then it means there's a sound nearby. The little arrows are like a tier 3 EMF reader. It will show you the direction of which it's coming from. And then when you're standing directly on the sound, the little inner circle will just be black and there'll be no more lines or anything anymore. And that will be when you're standing directly on the sound. And if you hold your record button, you are recording. You can obviously walk over to the sound whilst we're already recording and it will work. Now, this is the most important thing. Don't let go of your recording button until the black little recording thing disappears automatically itself. That's how you know you've got the recording. This is something that I struggled with at the beginning a bit, but if we do find a room, I'll show you an example. Okay, so see the black circle and a little arrow showing us where to go? And now the little black circle in the middle's there, and then the recording stops. I'm still holding the recording button, but it's automatically stopped. And if we then check our media, we have paranormal talking. And there you go. That's how the sound recorder works. Obviously, photo camera is self-explanatory. You just snap a picture, obviously, like you always have been able to do. And in video camera, a little rectangle will show up, as you can see right now. If you then hold your recording button, that little circle shows up. Once this starts flashing, you can actually let go of your recording button. Unless you want to keep recording, of course, if something else happens. But there you go. That will be a video recording and we have a little ghost video. Now, remember, this applies to no evidence, but this also applies to every other game mode. But this is the important thing. We're going to be focusing on media first. This, to me, has been the most effective way to get a game done as quickly as possible and effectively as possible. So I'm going to walk through step by step, and this is very important, and there's a reason to everything I say. I'm going to take you step by step as to what I bring in and what order to get media as quickly as possible, and so you can then focus on getting the ghost, doing the objectives, and completing the game. So obviously you can have a look at your objectives. I actually don't really look at objectives anymore. because they end up, when you're going for a perfect run, you end up basically doing most of the objectives that are available anymore. So anyway, the objectives are there, but I'm not really going to focus on them. The first thing I'm going to do is take a tier 2 headgear so I can see, a lighter so I can light stuff. These, I haven't even used an inventory slot at this point. Now, this is what I will take first. Now, you've got to concentrate here because this is there's a reason why I'm taking this first. I will take a firelight, a sound recorder, and a video camera first. I'm about to explain why. Now, what I will also do here is, and this is what I do on my no evidence games, but again, this can apply to every other game mode. Now, I found this to be the most efficient way possible. I'll actually go to the door, open the door, and pile all my items at the front door first before I do anything else. The reason I take these 3 items, and again, this is probably more advanced for those players who are newer to the game, but the reason I take these 3 items is because I have the highest chance of already gathering media before I've even entered the building. So I place the firelight down. The reason being, if the ghost is in this room or any of the rooms nearby, it has a chance of blowing out this firelight at any point, as soon as you open the door. So I place the firelight down. Now, if for some reason I place this down, I'm then going back to the van, and then the firelight goes out, I can quickly get the video camera and hold the record button, which is just holding down the button you usually use to turn on night vision. You just hold it instead. It starts recording. I can quickly get the firelight recording, drop the camera, and then maybe even get the sound recording before I've even entered the building. So there've been many a times where the ghost has blown out a firelight, and then I've instantly got a video and an audio before I've even entered the building. And there you go. You've already got a video and a sound on your journal. So you're already getting there already. The next thing I'll do is I'll head back to the van, and I will pick up, and again, there's a reason for this. I will pick up a second firelight to increase the chances of a firelight going out. More options for the ghost to blow out. I'll take a photo camera and an EMF reader. Now, there's reasons for this as well. So I'll turn on the EMF reader. I will place it just by the front door. I will drop the camera here, and I'll place another firelight in the building. So now we've increased the chance of the ghost blowing out a firelight. So that's great. And now, if it blows out a firelight, the EMF reader will go off, and you can get a photo of the EMF reader there and then. And there, at that point, you've got a photo of the EMF. You've got a video of the firelight, and you've got a sound of the firelight before you've done anything. And you've only done 2 runs to the van. So you could already, and this has happened to me lots of times now, I will have already got 3 unique recordings before I've even entered the building. So after this point, I will head back and basically just get all the items in I need. So I'll take 1 more firelight. And then at this point, it doesn't really matter what you bring in. So I'll take a motion sensor and a parabolic. I will then drop these items in. So I'll drop a parabolic, I'll drop a firelight, and I'll drop the motion sensor in the building. We'll then head back. I'll then grab 3 of my incenses, because I also need all my incenses, of course, to stay alive. Now, what I will say here, with the new update, I've found if you drop an incense on a firelight, it can actually light it. So what I'll do is just place my incenses just to the left of the firelights, so they don't roll into the firelights and end up blowing out. And I'll just leave them there. We'll come back for them. Next, I'll bring in salt and my 2 crucifixes. I'll chuck these, one just directly in front of me, one directly to the left, just to cover as much air as possible for when we walk in so we don't get spawned on. If it is like a demon or a Thay or something that can spawn at high sanity. We'll also drop the salt in. And then the final things I'll bring in are my final incense. And there's a reason why I left this last. My final incense, my thermometer, and my photo camera. The reason I brought these in last is because this is what we're going to enter the building with. So we don't have to start picking things up off the floor. We're already ready to go in straight away. Anyway, you're ready to go in. You've got your thermometer. This is to find the room. So the room that the ghost is in is always colder than the other rooms. You've got a lighter, so you can light your incense, which you're currently holding as well. You've got a photo camera in case there's an instant ghost event that you can get a photo of. And you've got an incense in case it spawns straight away and tries to kill you. So the first thing we're going to do is turn on the lights nearby and try and find the ghost room. So we've entered. We've turned on a light. The breaker is still on. Get our headgear on as well so we can see better. And we're going to try find the ghost room. So we're looking for a room where the temperature is colder. Now, we've already found the bone, and this is the first thing you can get a photo of. It's the bone. So whenever you find the bone, if you find it early game, get a photo of it, pick it up, get it out of the way. You don't necessarily have to do it straight away. Luckily, this time we can. So let's just check we're not in the basement. We're in the basement. Okay, so we found the ghost room. I'm going to drop my thermometer, my photo camera, my incense down there. And quickly get a shadow ghost photo. This is why you bring a photo camera first, because you want to be able to get those opportunities in your favor. So we've already got a photo of the ghost, and that's already a second photo done. We got a ghost event straight away. We can also rule out a shade because the ghost is in the basement and it's done an event down there. Shades can't event in the ghost room when you're in the ghost room with it. So that is not a shade. Next thing I'll take is a crucifix, a video camera, and a sound recorder. The reason being is so if anything happens, we can get a video, sound, and now a photo of it happening. Now that we've got absolutely everything. We'll firstly have a little look around for orbs. Get our crucifix down. Have a look around for orbs. See if there are any orbs, which doesn't look like there is. Now, obviously, you know I'm on no evidence. You can get orbs and no evidence, but that would mean it would be a mimic straight away because it's not real evidence. So yeah, there aren't any orbs down here, so we can leave that. Got a sound recorder, which we can look around for potentially ambient sounds like we've got right now. And that is an ambient laugh. An item was just thrown as well. We were slightly too late. Oh, hang on. Oh, now we've got a video of an object being thrown as well. So there you go. Instantly, and this is why you got to be quick at reacting to these things. Instantly, we've got a paranormal laughing. We've got a video of an object getting thrown. And we already have a bone and a shadow ghost photo. Now, I do believe it just turned off the breaker by the looks of it. So it also, you've got to keep in your heads as well, these little things happening. It can't be a djinn because the breaker's gone off. Djinns cannot turn off the breaker. Physically, it's physically not possible. So we've headed back upstairs. I've taken my my incense and my photo camera just in case anything happens. But we'll go back down now and leave this downstairs. And let's go and gather more items. So I will now grab, and this is about to be what I call the Casson special. So we will grab a motion sensor, a salt, and a firelight. We're going to head downstairs. I'm going to show you the Casson special. I taught myself this on day 1 of the update, and since then it's been working absolute charm. So we're going to place the firelight, the motion sensor next to it, and the salt next to it, and we're going to pick up the camera and start recording straight away. Now we're going to make sure everything's in shot. We've got a motion sensor video straight away. We're now going to turn off the motion sensor by clicking it. So we've already got a video. Now we're going to wait for it to step in salt and maybe blow out the firelight. We know it can do this, and there you go. We've got a salt video now, and now potentially a firelight video as well. This is such a good method because you don't have to actually let go of record. It will just record it naturally for you. So you can get potentially 3 things, even 4 things, if the crucifix goes off as well, if it's like a demon and it hunts early, a crucifix video as well. And maybe an object getting thrown. And if you're in another room, you might even get a door video all in one go. You basically can get every video in one go, which is pretty mad. So yeah, definitely recommend doing this. This has worked a charm. Quick videos straight away. Now, I'm waiting for this firelight to go out. So let's just keep waiting. Okay, the breaker just went off again. We can also rule out Wraith because it stepped in salt. And we just got a translucent ghost. Amazing. Let's get the sound recorder. Now... Okay, we had an airball event as well, not an Oni. Onis can't do airball events. An item got... We quickly got a sound of a firelight going out, which is great. We can now relight it and grab our video camera. And potentially, if it blows out another one, that will be us another video to get. But we've already got 2 unique sounds, paranormal laughing and fire extinguish. We now have a video of the ghost. We can also get a photo of the ghost. And... maybe, didn't quite get it, a sound recording of a ghost event. That's one thing that's a bit of a struggle at the moment, which I'm hoping the devs fix. Getting a sound recording of a ghost event is really like 50-50. I don't really understand how to get it. But you might be able to get a sound recording of that as well. But now, we already have a shadow ghost, a normal ghost, a bone photo. Every video is already done. Already, which is wild. You didn't even need to get a video of the firelight, and 2 sounds. It's crazy how fast we've already managed to do this. So we've also got a second firelight down. So if this goes out, this is the second step for the Oreo test. Remember, an Oreo has to hunt after 3 firelights get blown out. It doesn't have to be 3 different firelights. It can be the same firelight, relit, and then blown out. We're going to leave that to just go out for the Oreo test. We might even be able to go grab another firelight and bring it down to maybe save time. But yeah, for now, we can go look at what we've got. We've got Bone, Shadow Ghost, and Ghost. We can get a photo of the EMF reader. So let's go do that real quick. We're going to go gather our EMF. So I'm going to grab one more incense and the EMF, and we're going to head back down to the room. I've chucked an incense down. I'll carry the other one. EMF's going off. We can get a quick photo of that. And now that's our 4th photo already. Now, I didn't know if that was going to be a shadow ghost or not. Unfortunately, it was a shadow ghost. So we are going to delete that because that is a duplicate. But that's fine. We've still got photos available. And in fact, we haven't got a photo of the cursed object yet. So that's the last photo we can go and quickly gather. So let's go get that real quick. So we're going to search for the cursed object. It's not monkey paw by the looks of it. It's doll. So we'll quickly get a photo of that. And there you go. All photos are already done. We got 2 ghost photos. We got all our videos. And we need 1 more sound. So there's a few things we can get sound of here. Sounds are relatively easy. Because you can just get an ambient sound. Like paranormal talking. And there you go. We've actually just gone and got every single media that quickly. It's been a few minutes and we've already got a perfect run. Now, obviously, in that one game, I couldn't show you every single thing you can get media of. For example, the crucifix didn't go off. You could usually get a video of the crucifix going off, which you always want to get first because videos are super quick. You can also get a sound of the crucifix at the same time if you're quick enough. And then, of course, you can get a photo of the crucifix after it's burnt. So crucifixes are really effective ways of getting media. But obviously, there are all the other ways you can get it. In that game, we didn't get a video of the ghost hunting, a video of flashing lights, and all the other things on the list. As you can see, you can get unique videos, photos, and sounds of. There's so many things. But I will say, especially if you're playing on little to no evidence, sometimes you get in some situations where you almost need a photo of a ghost event. For example, on no evidence, you're basically stuck to a photo of an EMF, a photo of a crucifix burn, a photo of a cursed object, if you have that turned on, of course, a photo of the bone. We're already at 4 items out of 5. After that, mist form, shadow ghost, translucent ghost, normal ghost are the photos you can get. But obviously, those are all down to situations. You won't always, you can't control that kind of thing. And then the other thing is dirty water in a sink. And then other than that, you can get a floating object. It's a little bit risky. It's very hard to get it exactly on point, but you can apparently get a floating object. I've actually never got that yet. I'm sure I will soon. But you're basically stuck to a definite 4 things if you have cursed object on. And if not, you're basically down. You're relying on the ghost doing events to get the rest of your photos. So yeah, no evidence is definitely a lot harder than it was before, and photos specifically. Sounds are generally pretty easy. You get ambience. Make sure you don't get duplicates. It's very easy to just hear the sound go. You can see the sound in the room. You run over to it and then it's talking again. It can be quite hard to determine between talking, whispering, and all the other ones. But that's something you, I guess, learn over time, like I am. You can obviously get all of the really, really niche things like a banshee scream on a sound recorder, or like a video of a photo falling, things like that, like little niche things you can get, which again are on the list, but we didn't run into that this game. In general, I hope that was helpful. I really, really recommend using the Casson method. In that one frame, you can get a video of a motion sensor, assault, a firelight, a crucifix, potentially an item thrown. That's already 5. Potentially a door moving, and potentially the crucifix going off. That's 7 videos, potentially, in one frame, which is crazy, using the method I showed you earlier. You can also get a photo of the crucifix, maybe a photo of a ghost event if it happens in the room whilst you're doing this method. Maybe even more than that. Maybe a photo of a shadow, a translucent, an actual ghost. Sound-wise, you can get a sound of the firelight. You can get a sound of the crucifix going off. You can get ambient sounds. Generally, that setup is just so good. So I highly recommend using that method in your games. I use this every single game and I get my media really quickly compared to when I first started playing the new update. Definitely use the Casson method. Let me know how it goes for you. And if I missed anything in this video, which I easily could have, let me know in the comments and I'll happily address it. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to subscribe. I will do more tutorial videos. Literally list any tutorials you want in the comment section or anything you want me to go specifically more in depth on, and I will absolutely do that. Feel free to subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you next time.